YouTube. So, as I promised, I had a surprise for you and I said I'll make a video. So as you can see from the sign on the back of my seat, I bought a GTS. A car that I never thought I would buy because of the wheels being in black. I must say I fell in love with it the minute I saw this particular one, and I just had to have it. As they say never, I said I wouldn't sell the previous 911 because I loved the interior and exterior and it was going to become a classic. I'm afraid it had to go because this one was so much better, and its little things that they've done with this car are just phenomenal. So hard to explain because I don't know the technology behind it, but I think they've done something to the tuning of the car. The engine response much better, the gear shift is fantastic, it has 30 brake horsepower more than the last one, which isn't an awful lot, but somehow the car just flies. So they've done something to the rear end. I know it's wider and it's got the 4S shell, which means the bigger, wider chassis at the back, but it's only 4 centimeters wider at the back. The tires, instead of 295, they have 305s in this, which perhaps makes the bigger difference, but it's far more stable and has so much better grip than the last one. I think the key thing for me was the color combination. Again, never say never. I thought I would never buy a car in a bold color. I wanted an orange 718, but instead I chickened out and bought the grey one. And the previous 911 I had was grey, the one before that was silver, so I've always gone for the normal sort of colours, mainstream. This time, however, when I saw this car, it just looked beautiful in this colour. It is banana yellow, and it has the glass sunroof, which is black, so the roof of the car all the way down from the front to the back is black, and the rest of it is yellow, so it makes it look so beautiful. And I also should add that I was worried that I was going to get so much attention in this car and people would look at it, and which is something I really don't want and don't like. But funnily enough, I think people don't care about yellow cars. I think the orange loan car that I had for a couple of weeks, I think, got so much more attention and thumbs up and kids screaming, and it was just bizarre. Whereas this thing is not fine. I love it, but I don't feel like I'm sort of in the limelight, even though it's yellow. Right, so about this car, I think you can look up the specs on any website and read one of the reviews done by Top Gear or Fifth Gear or Reverse Gear. One of those, they'll tell you everything about the specs of the car. In general, as an everyday driver, I think this car is very comfortable, very stable, very quick. The gear shifts are so much better. I think they've retuned the gearbox. This is a PDK as well, and the last one was, but the way this one shifts gear is just amazing. And it's not even in sport mode, it's just in normal mode. The other thing that they've done something amazing with this car is to do with the sound. The car sounds so much throatier and louder and nicer than the standard 911. And I don't know, it's only 30 brake horsepower more, it's the same engine, but somehow they managed to do the same thing with the acoustics that they do in other cars. This car just roars. Without the sports exhaust, without the sport mode, it just roars. So it's such a lovely feeling driving it. I wasn't sure about the Alcantara in cars because I've always had leather, and being an old-fashioned guy, I prefer leather and stuff, but this particular one looks very nice. I don't know how long Alcantara would last and what kind of material it is. I know it's man-made and it's not suede, even though it's got that suede feel, but I don't know longevity wise, how long will it last, what's it like, all those things. I guess time will tell. What I like about this particular model is the white stitching, and the GTS logo is in white as well. It's grey, I think they call it black interior, but it's actually slate grey, and it's a mixture of leather and Alcantara. What I don't like is this trim, which is carbon fiber trim. Apparently sports cars are meant to have it, and it's supposed to look good. It doesn't do anything for me. I would rather have brushed aluminium or maybe nothing, just cover it up with leather or Alcantara or something. It just looks a bit cheap, but came with the car. It's one minor thing that I don't like, so I can't really moan about it. But otherwise, I've had it for 2 weeks, and I must say I love this car more than I've loved any other car. I think now I'm even more willing to part with the 718 because now I have something I really, really like, and it has an amazing sound, which was one of the key things with the 718. It just sounds so amazing, and of course it's convertible, but this one has a glass roof and this little a curtain, a blind that slides in as well, so not that you're ever going to get glare, especially not in England, and plus it's tinted, so anyhow, they have it, it's nice. So yeah, I'll take some pictures on the outside and then add them to this video. I'm not as good as many of the other YouTubers who put cameras all over outside and have drones flying around their cars. I would love to do all of that if only I had time. I work too much, and last night I got home at 8:30 and I was so shattered I just changed and passed out. So it's very hard to find time to make YouTube videos, but it's something I love, as in the cars. So I want to share what I think of them and how I feel one of these is like as an everyday car. So I think that's the beauty of the Porsches. They are everyday cars that are sports cars, so it's not a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, which it just makes too much noise and it's uncomfortable, and you can't really, well, you can go to your local supermarket in a Ferrari, but you look like a knob, so it's better not to. But these things doesn't really matter, no one really cares. They've been around for so long and there's so many of them, they just look like normal cars and they perform as well as most other sports cars on tracks, if not better. And yeah, so for once I'm going to make a short video, because usually I ramble on and I talk too much and I bore you guys to death.